ஆழ்வார் எம்பெருமானார் ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம். ஸ்ரீசைலே சதயாபாத்திரம் தீபக்தியாதிகுணார்ணவம் யதீந்திர பிரவணம் வந்தே ரம்யஜா மாதரம் முனிம் இத்யாதி பிரணதோஸ்மி நித்யம். வரமுனி தயாபாத்திரம் கோமட குல உதிதம் ஸ்ரீனிவாச ஆர்யம் வந்தே அஸ்மத் குலதேசிகம். சுபம் நமசபாயை. வசந்த நவராத்திரி ஸ்ரீ ராமாயணம் லெக்சர் சீரீஸ், லெக்சர் நம்பர் 3, ராமகதா சுதா. ராமாயணம் an aid memoir for way of living. ராமாயணம் ஒரு வாழ்க்கை வழிகாட்டி நூல் என்று மகுடமிட்டு இன்றைய நன்னாளிலே அந்த ஸ்ரீராமச்சந்திரமூர்த்தியின் வைபவத்தை அனுபவிப்போம், ரசிப்போம், ருசிப்போம். On this day, during the auspicious Vasanta Navaratri season, let us rejoice in Ramakatha Sudha and learn how Sri Ramayanam is a text for living, aid memoir for way of life. This lecture comes during the time when the entire humankind is under great stress, whether it is due to COVID-19 or unrest in many parts of the world. We all seek the blessings of Sri Ramachandran, who was a walking embodiment of Dharma. In the words of Benjamin Franklin, who was a great statesman and one of the founding fathers of United States of America, he puts the question to us. The noblest question in the world is, what good may I do in it? அமெரிக்காவின் உயர்ந்ததான ஒரு ஞானி அந்த தேச சுதந்திரத்துக்காகவும் அந்த தேசத்தினுடைய தலைவர்களில் ஒருவராக கருதப்பட்ட பெஞ்சமின் பிராங்க்லின் மக்களிடம் ஒரு வினாவை எழுப்புகிறார். உயர்ந்ததான கேள்வி என்னன்னு என்று கேட்டீர்களானால், நான் இந்த உலகத்திற்கு என்ன நன்மை செய்ய போகிறேன் என்று நம்மை நாமே கேட்பதுதான் உயர்ந்ததான கேள்வி. The noblest question in the world is, what good may I do in it? பெஞ்சமின் பிராங்க்லின். இந்த கேள்விக்கு விடையின் எடுத்த ஸ்ரீ ராமச்சந்திரமூர்த்தியின் வாழ்க்கை. The answer to this question rests in the way of life Sri Ramachandramurti lived and showed for us. And that is the reason, even during the days of Treta Yuga, till now, we all fall in great affection, great love to Sri Ramachandran. Ramo Ramo Rama iti prajanam abhavane kata Ramabhutam jagat abhut Rame Rajyam Prashasate. So people were so madly in love and affection with Sri Ramachandramurti. Not only when he reigned, but even now. And his life is very important for us. When we go through stress, many forms of stress, whether it is health related, political related, communal harmony related, so we need to listen to Sri Ramayanam. We need to try our best, endeavor our best to follow at least a fraction, 1/1000th of what Sri Ramachandran practiced. He never preached. Only thing he preached is 8 slokas. That too to his beloved brother Bharata. One may call it as Bharata Gita. But he preached less, but he practiced. So he walked the walk. So Kamban calls him Nadayil Nindruyar Nayagan.
In this present day and age,
We need to show humane characteristics. We need to be first citizens of the world. We need to take care of our family. We need to take care of our society. We need to care for the world. That is what Sri Ramayanam does. So Rama preaches humane attributes. Whether it is to a squirrel, whether it is to a divine monkeys, whether even it is to a Rakshasa, he didn't care as long as people have good thoughts and deeds. So this is one of the most important pearls of wisdom and a moral we need to take is treat human beings for what they are, based on their activities, based on their guna, based on their satkarma. So that is what Sri Ramayana is all about. So the noblest question we asked is, how did Rama do that? How can Rama do this? Rama did this because he wanted to live, he wanted to practice dharma. So Rama says in Yuddhaganda, Atmanam Manusham Manye Rahamam Dasharathatmajam Soham Yasya Yataschaham Bhagavan Tad Bhavitu Me. I am only considering myself as a human being. That is very important. So if you are just preaching on a standing on and sitting and standing on an elevated pedestal, nobody bothers. If you are a king and you pass repeatedly edicts, nobody bothers. Because one has to know the pain, one has to take the suffering, one has to undergo all the daily chores, up and downs in lives, and then preach, then people will listen. Even practicing and even undergoing all these havocs in life, Rama did not preach. Rama did not preach. Rama did not say, you follow me. Rama just walked the walk and lived the life. So that is Ramayana. Atmanam Manusham Manye. Then he says, I am Rama, but I am son of Dasaratha. Because Dasaratha lived according to dharma. That is the reason the vow he gave to his wife Kaikeyi was only known to him and Kaikeyi, of course later on to Manthara. But he could have simply said no, but he did not. So Dasaratha lived according to dharma, and that is the reason Emberuman, who is that? Ariyan, Ariyamararkum Appalan, Uriyan, Uripadaitan, Niraimeitan, Pariyam Todal Varayadutan, Padangal Vari, Yenenge, Maravadu Vartuvai, Kandai. Adiyan Ur Alvar, Nammalvar cries, paying obeisance to Emberuman, but then he says, you are the Ekachakradipati, you are the Brahman. Janmadhyasya yataha yatonvayati itarataha charteshva abhignaswarat. But you came and then you became a cowherd. Ariyan Ari Amararkum Appalan Uriyan Uripadaitan. Then he qualifies. These are all there. But why would you come to this world? Why would you come here as Rama? Why would you come here as Krishna? Because you enabled me to know you. You enabled me to know you closely, and more importantly, to know you as a human being. That is Sri Ramachandra Murthy. So Ramachandra Murthy walked the walk and then showed the basic tenets of life, to live a good life, dharmic life, high way of living, way of living, but most importantly, high way of living. It may be difficult to practice all, but given the stress we are going through, it's at least important to grasp what he had done. So he was the true Sthita Prajna. So even when Sri Krishna, Lord Narayana, incarnated as Krishna in the next Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, he would have imbibed the way Sri Ramachandra Murthy lived. First and foremost, he showed he was a Sajatiyan. a human being. And then a human being would stood on Dharma. Dharma says, Vasudhayeva kutumpakam ayam ganana ayam neti iti laguchetasam udhara charitanam tu vasudeva kutumpakam. Thinking he is different, monkey is different, monkey is not equal to me, or he or she is not equal to me, is silliness. Laguchetasam udhara charitanam tu. The broad-mindedness is Vasudha eva kutumbakam. This is what Sri Ramachandra Murthy right from the get-go started acting, not preaching. That's what he said. Why? Because he imbibed this by seeing his father. That's what he says. Ramam Dasharathatmajam. Why? First and foremost, you need to be a listener. You need to listen to good elders. You need to listen to good lectures. You need to see how others have lived. Swami Manala takes this aspect to his heart and then scribes a beautiful Venba. Jnanam anuttanam ivai nannagave udayanana Guruvai adaindakkal. It's not simply merely enough if you learn the Shastra. You need to practice. Jnanam anushtanam ivai nannagave udayanana Guruvai adaindakkal manilatir. Oh people, watch preceptors who have great knowledge. At the same time, they live what these great Shastras preach. That's what Sri Ramachandra Murthy did. So Ramachandra Murthy is the greatest preceptor. How did he get this? Of course, he learned this from Vasishtha and other rishis, Vamadeva and other rishis, from his father and the good counsel his fathers had. So how was this? So Ramayana says this from the beginning. Ramayana is all about listening. When sage Valmiki asked Narada Muni, please tell me, Konasmin sampratam loke gunavan kascha viryavan. Then Narada would have immediately said, but he did not. That's the beautiful part of Sri Ramayana. One word. Bahava durlabhaschaiva ye tvaya kirtita gunaha Mune vakshyami aham buddhva tairyukta shruyatan naraha. What a beautiful sloka. In the Prathama Sarga itself, Narada Muni, who is a Triloka Sanchari, grandson of that Aryan, he could have just said, okay, I know this guy, a person. He did not. Because if somebody asks, you need to listen. So this is the greatest thing. Badham karne visrunuyam deva. Aranyakam begins like this. Badham karne bihi srunuyam deva. So, even before seeing, you please keep your ears open. You don't need to keep your ears open. God has already granted the ears with its openness. Badram karne visrunuyam deva. Badram sruyatam. Let us always hear Mangala Vachakam. So that Narada Muni preaches. Let's pay a little bit attention with the one word Buddhva. So he first listens, then he digests the question, and then he thinks about the answer. This is very important. This is what it is. So there is a saying there in management, the better way to negotiate is be a listener. Do not give ultimatum. Do not be argumentative. Rather be reasonable. Just be reasoning with people, not be argumentative. Maybe they got it from Ramayana. So it's a life's guidebook, right? This is what in Prathama Sarga itself, the conversation between Valmiki and Narada goes like this. Valmiki questions about 16 qualities. Narada did not answer. He first grasps that question, thinks about the answer, enjoys about the substance of the answer, enjoys about Emperuman's guna, and then puts that across to Valmiki. See how sage wisdom this is. If we practice this, be a listener. So there is an adage in Tamil, Pazhamozhi. கேள்வியில் தீவிரமாகவும் பேச்சில் தாமதமாகவும் இருக்க வேணும். See how Ramayana transcends into daily life, daily usage. Pazhamozhi. கேள்வியில் தீவிரம். So you just be a listener, patient listener. Understand the question, then provide thoughtful answer. So Ramayana begins with this and Ramayana ends with this. Whether it is Kishkinda Ganda or Yuddha Ganda, the conversation between the Vanaras, starting from Sugriva, Angad and Neel and Nalan and ending with Hanuman, it's all about questions, providing reasonable answer after logical thought process. So Ramayana is all about preaching this humane way of life, art of living attributes. So today we will talk about one or two such art of living attributes. First we will take listening. So Ramayana begins with listening as a conversation. All important granthas begin with conversation, starting from Ramayana. Then if you look at Mahabharata, it is between Janamejayan. Right? It is between Janamejayan. And similarly, if you take about Bhagavatam, the Bhagavatam begins as a conversation between Sutha Pauranikar and Sanakadi Rishigal during a Satra Yaga in Nimishat Kshetre. Then how does that it come? The story of Mahabharata or story of Bhagavatam is conversation within conversation within conversation. So Bhagavatam begins as a conversation between Sutha Pauranika, Romaharsha's son, and Saunakadi Rishigal during as a pastime during yaga, big karma kriya. It is a pastime, and the pastime is a conversation. Then it begins. Then within that conversation, it describes the conversation between Parikshit and Shuka Brahmam. Then how did Shuka Brahmam learn Srimad Bhagavatam? He hears about Bhagavatam when he is wandering in the forest along with his friends who have heard this Bhagavatam from his father. Then Vyasa teaches Shuka Brahmam as a conversation. The same similes incident happens in Thiruvaimozhi, which is Dravida Vedam. So it is basically a conversation between, of course, Embaruman and Engalur Maran, Alvar. But then Alvar converses Thiruvaimozhi with his disciple Madhurakavi Alvar. Then Madhurakavi Alvar takes this and converses this with great Tamil poets in Madurai. So it's all conversation. So whether you take Sanskrit Sastras, the same thing always if you take the Upanishads are always conversation. If it's Nachiketas and Yama. Right? So it's always such conversation. Even the Siksha Valley is it's a convocation address between the commencement speaker and the pupil. Same thing is Sri Ramayana. Conversation between Narada Muni and Valmiki. Then it has internal conversation between Brahma Prajapati and Valmiki. Then it is again Valmiki teaches to Lavakucha, and Lavakucha then sings it to the people of Ayodhya. Then Rama himself becomes witness to listening. So it's all about listening. If in the world we try to be a better and a patient listener, that itself solves half of the problem. Once you listen what is the problem, once you grasp the problem, then you will be able to provide logical and able solution. Bahava durlabhaschaiva ye tvaya kirtita gunaha mune vakshamyaham buddhva tairyukta sruyatam naraha. Then Valmiki himself says, please listen to the gatha I am doing. Please listen to this Ramayana, which is nothing but Veda Saram. Please listen without any asuya. Valmiki himself says, please kindly listen to this without any asuya. So the importance of listening is stressed. Once you listen, because the text itself has a lot of substance. So once you listen to such high level texts, the text and the characters in the text will enable you to come to some kind of a useful solution. So beautifully Valmiki says, Taditam vartayishyami sarvam nikilamaditaha dharmakamartha sahitam srotavyam anasuyaya. Beautiful. First sargam itself, we just pass these by in Parayana, but if you go and undertake Kalakshepam, and particularly if you want to coordinate with Nambilla Ede, you will get to know these slokas. Munevakshyamyaham bhudva, let me meditate upon, let me think upon. Thinking. And then how should you think? You should not have any biases. This is very important. With the world witnessing so many ills, whether to take the vaccine or not to take the vaccine, who is right, who is wrong, you need to base your thinking, you need to base your solutions on some facts. That means you should not be biased. You should have open-mindedness and to grasp the things and then provide solution. That is what Valmiki Ramayana says. So first, listen, converse with people, communicate with people. We have plenty of examples, as we have alluded to in this lecture itself. Conversation, communicate, but don't be aggressive, don't be argumentative. Try to be patient, try to be a good listener, at the same time try to be a smooth and pleasant talker. Right? In Tamil, again, there is a beautiful phrase, Oviyamaga pesanum. As if you are drawing Ravi Verma drawing, you should also express your feelings, both your bodily feelings and your verbal feelings. Beautiful. All these would have come from Sri Ramayana. So, Valmiki says this, Sru Srotavyam Anasuyaya. This Ramayana is basically a conversation. So please look at that Muni. Who is he? He is the son of Prachetas, son of Varuna Bhagavan, who is the great Vallal, who is magnanimous in his benevolence. He says, please kindly listen, but don't be biased. Listening, communicating well, and then try to be unbiased. What a beautiful... These are all pearls of wisdom in Sri Ramayana, which we don't get to if you are going through a Navaham, because people have to convey the story. But there are thousands of such slokas, if not hundreds of slokas, which depict the way of life. It's great management lesson. Tadidam vartayishyami sarvam nikilamaditaha. Entire Nikilam, the entire Ramayana, Sarvam. Please spread this. Valmiki says this. Nikilam Vartayishyami, I will do it. So you all do. I am going to spread this Ramayana because it is a gem. What is Ramayana? We will finish that telling what Ramayana is. Ramayana is Shastra. So Shastras will always tell, but these are not typical Veda Shastras per se, because they are not telling do this, don't do this. It tells it, but again, like Valmiki states, like what he preaches, he is following it and he is giving it as a nice juice, nice story. He says, Taditam vartayishyami, I will spread. Vartayishyami sarvam nikilamaditaha. Dharmakamartha sahitam. This has, first he says, dharma, kama. You want something, you will get it, because you are going to learn how Rama, he was a Sthitat Prajna. The word Krishna uses in his Gita because he has followed Sri Ramachandra. Right? It is his own avatara. So in a previous yuga, he acted, then he preaches. That's how it should be. You need to act and then preach. That is what Swami Nammalvar says. He is not preaching. He only preaches to himself first. Uyarve paranbadiyai உள்ளதெல்லாம் தான் கண்டு உயர்வேதம் நேர்கொண்டுரைத்து மயர்வேதும் வாராமல் மானிடரை வாழ்விக்கும் மாறன் சொல். This Swami Manawala Mamanigal captures the essence of Tiruvaimozhi. First it is Upadesa, Atma Upadesam. Then he, only in the 21st Pasuram, Alvar preaches to the world. So he just first for 20 Pasurams or so, he is only preaching to himself. Because first he has to refine himself. Oh, what a blessed people we are being born into Sanatana Dharma. Can you believe? Each and everything is a way of living, art of management, art of being successful. First, look around. Badhram karne bishruniyam devaah, badhram pasyemakshbiryajatraah. Then, ulvangudal, then grasp it. Srotavyaha mantavyaha dhrittavyaha nididhyasavyaha Brihadaranyaka. What to say, what not to say? Kala, time is the problem here. Anyway, we will try to cover as much we can. So couple of attributes we will take it, and then we will continue this lecture as art of living. Okay, learn, see, listen, grasp, communicate. Be unbiased, be open-minded. Dharma kamartha sahitam srohotavyam anasuyaya. 2 attributes we have learnt. Listen and allied attributes like grasping and communicating. Then be unbiased. Dharma kamartha sahitam srotavyam anasuyaya. So if you are able to listen and be open-minded, then vasudhayeva kutumbakam. Your art broadens, your mind broadens. You are able to see everybody in your own shoes. Oh, how much you would have suffered, how much you would have put in to gain this. So that udara charitanam tu vasudha eva kutumbakam. This Sri Ramachandra Murthy did because Dasaratha lived according to dharma. Why he did it? Because he was again a listener. So he employed lot of ministers. He had Ashta ministers. He had Ashta Amatyayas. So how were they? Again Ramayana says, it's pity that because of time we are so busy, we don't get to read each and every sloka. If we read each and every sloka, that's what in every Sri Vaishnava Griha, they used to read 1 sarga each day. I had my great-grandfather. His name was Tirumalai Vinjimur Raghavacharya. Very pious man. Tirumalai Vinjimur Raghavacharya. They were all disciples of Arulala Perumal Embirmanar, Swayamacharya Purusha. So he used to read Sri Ramayana every day, one sarga a day, and my mother used to imbibe it from him. So that's how people revered Sri Ramayana, because it was a way of life. They wouldn't have gone to Wharton. It's said that if you go to Wharton, you are guaranteed of a job. But if we just simply read 1 sloka of Ramayana, you are guaranteed an eternal abode and one of the best lives in this world. So that is what we have taken it as a challenge and a task to give the art of living lessons from Ramayana. So how did he employ people? So he selected people who will call a spade a spade. Valmiki depicts this. Oh God, oh what a kavi he is, Adi Kavi. Kushala vyavahareshu sauhrideshu parikshitaah praptakalam tu te dandam dharayet suteshu api. Golden words. These people stood by virtue. Who? These learned ministers stood by virtue. That even if their kids did something wrong, they would put them into prison. They would never mind sending them to guillotines. Praptakalam tu te dandam dharayeti suteshu api. But they were able communicators, able coordinators. Kushala vyavahareshu. So you need to be having balanced attitude, balanced mindset in handling issues. Because if you are in a leadership position, we never know what things will fall, how the next day or next chana will fall. So Valmiki attributes this. Kushala vyavahareshu kushalaha. Balanced and competent. Sauhrideshu. They always have a friendly thinking. The same thing, broad-mindedness. Parikshitaha. They are learned. At the same time, they will self-evaluate them. Then, because of these attributes, they will always do what is dharma, even if those activities are against their own kin. Praptakalam tu dandam dharayeti suteshu api. Such kind of people, not only ministers, because the king yatha raja tata praja, arasan evvaliyo prajayum avvali in Tamil, the same translation in Tamil. So, his subjects were also like that. Kamiva na kadaryo vahandrishamsaha purushaha kvachit drashtum shakyam ayodhyan na vidwan na chanastikaha. They were all believers. There were no non-believers. Na chanastikaha. Kaminava. There were no greedy people. And then there were no misers. He just says, not only there were no greedy people, they were all vallals. A lot of people with benevolence. Kadaryaha. That means, Kadarya means misers. People with petty minds. You can take it like that. Na nrishamsaha. They were not animals. Everybody were people with honest people. Purushaha. Where? Ayodhyayam. Everywhere. He says, beautiful. Ayodhyayam kvachit. Everywhere. It is not possible to see people like this mean-mindedness. Why? Because the king was living on dharma. Why? Because the king practiced dharma, because he was always prodded to practice such things by his able ministers. The same thing Rama practices. You see, beautiful thing. So when this Sugriva comes with 4 people, Sarvaloka Sharanyaya Raghavaya Mahatmane Nivedayatamam Kshipram Vibhishanam Upastitam. Then Rama did not take. This is important. Even though, who is this Rama? Ariyan Aryamararkum Appalan. Uriyan Uripadaitan Niraimektan. Alvar cries. What a beautiful poem. Then he could have done anything he wants. But he did not, because he is Nadayil Nindri Uyar Nayakan. This is act. What he has been learnt as is being practiced. He is a man who walks the walk. So he did not take him. Well, he could have done it. So he was amongst these Vanaras. He could have just ignored them, but he did not. He gave respect. Right from the beginning, Maharajan starts. Sugrivan, Angadan, Nalan, Neelan, even Jambavan. Then what he says, Rama then asks Hanuman. Beautiful. Suhurdahi arte kricheshu yuktam buddhimata sata samartena api sandeshtum saswatim bhutim ichchata. What we alluded before was Ramayana begins with this listening and conversation and communication. Rama does this in a very important spot in Sri Ramayana, in the greatest section of Sri Ramayana, important section of Sri Ramayana, Vibhishana Sharanagati. So Vibhishana is standing in the air there, in the ether. Then He knows the situation, time is of essence. Then Rama does the right thing because he needs to show the world that he practices what he has learned. So he is asking these suggestions from others. You got to take the suggestion and as a leader, weigh in the pros and cons and then do what is right. So he then goes to Suhrudahi arthakricheshu yuktam buddhimata sata. You are a well-wisher of a friend. Buddhimata. Suhrudahi arthakricheshu yuktam buddhimata sata. Samarthena, with sensibility. Good sense. Hey Hanuman, samarthena api sandeshtum saswatim. You have to think the well-being of me as a friend, of me whom I seek your counsel. Samarthena api sandeshtum saswatim bhutimichata. I am asking you for the well-being. If he asks for his well-being, for his Mangalasasanam, it is well-being for the world. So he asks Hanuman. See, the Grantha starts with patient listening, grasping, analyzing the situation with unbiased attitude. Then Rama shows that in an important context of this great text on Vibhishana Sharanagati. Right? Why this happens? So we have today learnt about the importance, basic concepts of life is be a listener. Analyze the situation. Be open-minded. That is so apt and important today when there is some vaccine hesitancy in some places of the world. When people are not able to decide and decipher what is correct, what is wrong. Is Ramayana not the great text to follow? It's the greatest epic told in the history of mankind. That's what we said. It is an eclectic bhakti medley of highest substance, way of life, but it does it in a poetic form so people can simply read. If you keep on reading, Yerumbu kallum teyum. Yeah, there is a Tamil saying. Likewise, along the line we will pick up some pearls of wisdom that is very helpful in life. Why? Because this is the Shastra. Idam Ramayanam Kristam Gayatri Bija Samyutam Trisanyam Yav Paten Nityam Sarva Papaihi Pramichate. Okay, if you are Kamarti, you can say, but what is this? This Ramayana Krishnam, entire thing, the entire Ramayana is the essence of Gayatri. What is Gayatri? Gayatri is the essence of Veda, which is nothing but Pranava. What is Pranava? Pranava talks about who is supreme, who am I, what is the relationship between him and me, Akara, Ukara, Makaraha. So if you know this, that is the truth. This is given in Ramayana because it is Veda, but that Veda is given as a Kanta Samhitai. So the Veda is given in a mellifluous, melodious, simple form. It's like you take an orange and then you squeeze it into your juice. You don't even have to do it in your hand. If somebody squeezes it for you, that's what Valmiki did. So Ramayana is full of way of living. Lot of pearls of wisdom for act of living, act of managing. That is very timely and very important. This is such a Grantha. So that is what it is. So the noblest question we should ask now is, why did I delay in reading this great epic? At least the efforts and initiatives of the Dallas Sri Vaishnava groups is enabling people to come together, enjoy different forms of Sri Ramayana because it is a way of living. Ramaya Ramadraya Ramachandraya Vedase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namaha Mangalam Kosalendraya Maganiya Gunabdhaye Chakravarti Tanujaya Sarvabhaumaya Mangalam Srimate Ramyajamatra Munindraya Mahatmane Shri Rangavasine Bhuyat Nitya Srihi Nitya Mangalam Alvar Yembarmanar Jiyar Trivadigale Sharanam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Shubham.